But how do they look on feet? It's really hard to talk about iconic Nike silhouettes and not mention the Cortez. It's really hard to talk about iconic Nike silhouettes in general because I think there are so many. The reason why I think we always need to refer back to the Cortez is because it is the model that was first released under the Nike brand. If we go back in time, Nike didn't start off as Nike. They started off as Blue Ribbon Sports. It wasn't until 1972 that Blue Ribbon Sports changed its name to Nike, and under the Nike brand they released the Cortez. The Cortez is a shoe that I respect, but it's not that silhouette that I personally love. It's quite slim and long, and I don't find it to be a look that really works for me and my size foot. What I don't love about the Cortez is that while it's quite narrow and long, it's also quite puffy because of its construction, and I just find it to be a bit of an odd mix. And while the Nike BRSB does share that exact aesthetic, I find that the way that the BRSB is constructed and its material mix to be a lot more forgiving for a narrow and long silhouette. It is narrow-ish and it does run quite long, but having said that, I would still recommend getting a true to size version of the BRSB if you are interested in trying it out, only because I think that if you were to size down, it would be uncomfortable around the width of the shoe. Also, while it does look a little bit long, it does kind of fit my foot in at least the way a shoe should fit a foot in it. But why is it called the Nike BRSB? Well, it's actually quite clever. The BR stands for Blue Ribbon and the SB stands for skateboard or skateboarding. And it is a really great value Nike SB option that has only just been made available here in Australia at least. I'm not sure how long or if it is available in other markets, but it's a cracking silhouette. And that's not all that surprising to me because Nike SB as a brand offer a lot of great options that are available at really decent prices. I mean, if you take like the Nike SB Dunk and the collabs out of the equation, most of the SB models that are available are around 150 Australian dollars or less, and most of them are a lot less. This retails for $120 here in Australia, and I think in the States it is available for $100 US. That's before any discounting, and if you can get a discount on these, it just makes them even cheaper, which is even better. And so keeping that in mind, you're not going to get the most premium material mix, but what you do get here is actually quite nice. The front half of the shoe is finished in what feels like a nubuck, but I'm pretty sure is a synthetic leather, and then there is a smoother leather for the swooshes on either side of the shoe. The back half of the shoe is mostly a textile type of material, and the only criticism that I've got up top is that there really isn't much ventilation, so that could be an issue depending on how you're planning on wearing a shoe like this. What I do like about the upper on the BRSB is the way that they have chosen to layer the panels with different types of materials and also different colors. All of the colorways I think are pretty strong that are available in the BRSB. In this particular version, it's basically got this mix of white and off-white with hints of that classic blue and red combination that just works so well on these older looking silhouettes. Well, the older looking silhouettes that have been revamped for today anyway. There is no fancy foam in the BRSB, so don't buy this shoe expecting this super soft plush experience. But what is in here is okay, and it's great for skateboarders. If you are planning on getting something that is a little bit stylish and a little bit different and planning to skate in it, I think this is an excellent option. The outsole as well has retained the styling from the Cortez, that kind of serrated type of outsole look, but it's made skateboard friendly by wrapping up parts of the outsole into the midsole area of the shoe. I also really like how on the back tab of the BRSB they've chosen to use the original Nike branding. I just think it fits really well with the overall silhouette. The Nike BRSB is a budget model. For $120 locally or $100 in the US, there's not much more you could really expect. But if you are looking for something that is stylish and does look a little bit different without breaking the bank, and have reasonable expectations around how comfortable a shoe like this can be, I think it is a no-brainer at the price that it is. It's going to be pretty durable, so you can kick this thing about a bit, and I think it could hold up to a lot of damage, and it's just something that I think will also age well. One of those shoes that I think would look kind of nicer as it gets older. Maybe not nicer, but it's not going to look worse. Well, I don't think anyway. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. Let me know what you guys think of the BRSB and whether you think I'm just crazy thinking that this is such a great option at the price. I'd be keen to know what you think in the comments below. But until the next video, laters.